The vulnerability shield, the mind's blueprint to authentic emotional resilience. Have you ever found yourself curating a perfect, flawless version of your life online, all while feeling a deep sense of loneliness and emotional fatigue? In this episode of The Mind's Blueprint, we explore the psychological toll of the perfect persona and reveal the blueprint to finding true strength and connection through authentic vulnerability. Lila was a lifestyle influencer with a meticulously crafted online presence. Her Instagram feed was a mosaic of stunning travel photos, gourmet meals she supposedly cooked, and perfectly posed selfies. She had thousands of followers who admired her seemingly perfect life, but behind the scenes, her reality was a hollow echo of her curated world. Her relationships felt superficial, her happiness was fleeting, and every negative comment felt like a personal attack that shattered her fragile confidence. She was constantly exhausted from maintaining a facade that was more emotionally draining than any real challenge. Lila believed her perfect image was a shield, protecting her from judgment, but it had become a prison, trapping her in a cycle of inauthenticity. She was a master of a digital life, but a novice in her emotional one. Her grandmother, a wise and observant artist named Elena, noticed the strain in her eyes. Elena had lived a life rich with real connections, forged in shared sorrows and genuine joys. One evening, she saw Lila flinch after receiving a critical comment on a photo. Mi amor, Elena said softly, you are carrying a glass armor. It looks strong and beautiful, but the smallest stone will shatter it. Real strength doesn't come from being unbreakable. It comes from being able to heal. She explained that in the age of constant comparison and instant feedback, our minds have built a psychological perfect persona as a defense mechanism. But this shield, while appearing to protect us, actually disconnects us from our most profound source of resilience, our ability to be human, imperfect, and vulnerable. She introduced her to the concept of the vulnerability shield, the practice of replacing a rigid facade with the authentic, resilient strength found in our true selves. She gave her a three-step blueprint for building a life of authentic emotional power. If you've ever felt the pressure to be perfect and the loneliness that comes with it, hit that subscribe button to join our community and discover more blueprints for your mind. Elena's blueprint was not about abandoning her digital life, but about rewiring her mind to be truly resilient within it. Practice the true self. Reflection. Elena's first step was to have Lila start a simple daily habit. Before posting anything online, she had to ask herself, does this image or message truly reflect how I feel or what I am experiencing right now? The goal was not to stop posting, but to reconnect with her authentic feelings. This simple act began to build a bridge between her curated self and her true self, reminding her that her real value was not in a highlight reel, but in her genuine self. Use the imperfect share technique. Elena had Lila make a deliberate effort to share something imperfect each week. This could be a photo of a failed baking attempt, a vulnerable story about a bad day, or a selfie without a filter. The act of sharing an imperfection broke the spell of her perfect persona. It showed her that her followers and loved ones weren't looking for perfection, they were looking for connection. Build a kindness filter. Finally, Elena taught Lila to apply a psychological filter to the feedback she received. She was to sort all comments into two buckets: constructive feedback and unkind noise. The rule was simple: she would engage only with the first bucket and ignore the second. She learned to protect her emotional well being without losing her ability to learn and grow. Lila began to apply these steps diligently. She started sharing stories of her struggles and her journey, and was astonished by the flood of empathetic and supportive messages. Her emotional well being improved dramatically as she shed the armor she had been carrying for so long. She realized that her greatest influence wasn't in her curated perfection, but in her honest humanity. She learned that a truly resilient mind isn't one that deflects all hurt, but one that is brave enough to be real and strong enough to heal. You are not a sum of your curated moments. By understanding the blueprint of your emotional resilience, you can shed the burden of perfection and build a life of authentic strength. Join us next time to uncover more of the mind's blueprint. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights into the human mind.